one of the YouTubers that I started to follow was Nikocado Avocado.
Oh no,
That's the exact opposite of all that.
Because I wanted to like watch content like it's like if I watch him then like it makes
I
me
don't feel bad.
no, it makes me want to
I
like,
could be this.
At least I'm
yeah,
not
exactly.
this.
So
All right, welcome to Livin Room Podcast without the G. I'm your host Dom here with the boys, Bryan and Jason,
hey,
and today we're going to talk about YouTubers. So, what have you guys been watching? What have you been watching lately?
Sounds like deja vu somehow. I don't know how or why.
I don't know.
Usually the stuff I watch is more like sports related.
Yeah.
And gaming. Those are like the big ones I watch. I watch this one channel called Bears Now by Chat Sports. So it's like a lot of Bears, Chicago Bears news. So like that's the big thing I've been watching.
okay.
There's like AM Hoops. I mean, it's not anything you got to add to because you guys don't watch any sports.
I was saying.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nod your head. But then the games I like watch like game ranks, I believe it is.
Okay,
like
yeah, I watch them too.
GAME, then ranks RAN. Instead of a K, it's an X.
Is that the guy just like the before you buy, right? Or is
Yeah,
that,
just before you buy.
Yeah, okay, I watch him too.
It has Falcon and Jake.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it, like a gear review kind of like channel or something or what?
No, they're all the before you buys are more reviews.
Yeah.
They kind of like tell
Okay.
you what
Like your thoughts on the game before.
before you actually like the consumer could buy it.
Yeah.
So
So you get a little
Okay.
sneak peek to it.
yeah.
Give you their thoughts on it.
Okay, that's cool. And then for me, I don't even know where to start. There's just so many like different things because I work from home, so
Yeah.
I usually have YouTube just playing in the background all
Yeah.
the time, and I also have like a million different interests. But lately, I know you guys are gonna laugh, but a lot of like Super Smash Bros. Melee like
Oh, no.
content and stuff like that. I just like watching people like play at the professional level.
It's pretty hype to watch.
Yeah. Before I would watch a lot of table tennis because I'm really into that as well. Boxing for sure, like boxing commentary, like even like stuff like Top Rank and like DAZN and stuff like that. Like I'm subscribed to them.
Yeah.
So I can rewatch like new and old fights. Definitely like kind of like mental health podcasts as well. So.
But you should like say like their names. So,
Yeah,
like,
for the mental health one, definitely like something like Diary of a CEO.
Oh.
He has a lot of guests that come in. Like some of them are like therapists or people
Yeah.
that are like authors, and like they really talk about like current issues.
and is he one himself or he just like
No, he's just a guy.
This
Like,
is
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Think of like Joe Rogan doesn't. Well, he's a commentator for like UFC,
Yeah.
but he doesn't really do any like. He just brings in interesting guests, and
Yeah.
because he has such a big platform, like a lot of people are willing to go there for like the clout and
Oh, it makes
so that they can have the more people will like know about them.
Yeah.
And then from Diary of CEO, I actually learned about like another YouTuber named Healthy Gamer GG.
Oh, I watch him. Yeah. I like
Yeah, you
him.
do?
Yeah, he's
Okay,
good.
so you do like follow him. But I think he started off his channel talking about like mental health for gamers, and I mean like it's not special being a gamer, but
Yeah.
a lot of gamers tend
Yes,
to
it
be
is.
like
What did you say? Take that back.
gamers tend to be like introverted and shy, and like
Yeah.
they can't really manage well like their social life. You
well the
know, and also-
stereotype.
It's
doesn't
just stereotypical gamer.
yeah, just
Yeah.
not all
Yeah.
of it.
There's a lot of people who are like that, but not all.
Yeah. It kind of started off as that, but now it's more of like a general, like he'll use his knowledge of psychology and really explain like why the way
The
you
happy
think
guy,
you are.
that one.
Yeah.
So he
Healthy
knows,
gamer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people just call him Dr. K.
He's actually licensed. Like he's like
Yeah.
an actual medical professional.
He yeah,
Sick.
his story was pretty inspiring because he didn't really do well in college when he first started, like doing his thing. I think he dropped out for a bit, and then he came back when he finally had the motivation, and he found inspiration in other things like through meditation.
Yeah.
He like through religion as well. Like he became a monk for I'm not really sure what his religion is. He's not Christian for sure. He might be Hindu.
Buddhist.
No, I think he's a Hindu.
Hindu.
Yeah, and then he actually got into I forgot what school it was. It might have been I don't know if it was like Harvard or something, but
Yeah.
like
Ivy League.
Yeah.
Something that scale. Okay.
But he applied for the school, and he was surprised he got in because his GPA wasn't even the best. And then I think he asked one of the admissions officers, like, how did I get into the school? And he said something like, well, you're the only one who applied. Like, nobody else thought they were good enough.
Dang.
Yeah. But I've really been, like, following...
His story?
Yeah, like his story, and, like, he has a lot of good advice / like, therapy stuff for specific issues. Like, he does a lot of things on male issues as well, like, kind of like dating. I know, like, in general, he talks about, like, PTSD as well, and, like, maybe, like, he'll pick really interesting topics, like, why am I attracted to toxic, like, men or, like, women or whatever. And, like, he'll really, like, break it down and, like, use the psychology stuff. And not all therapists do that. Like, there are some therapists that they'll just, like, listen to you and kind of, like, parrot things back and try to help you find, like, your truth and try to, like, figure out, like, why you think the way that you think, and then through that you'll be enlightened and do better. But with his approach is more like you could kind of do that from like understanding what your issues are, like, psychologically, and then once you get it's kind of like the scientific method. Once you're able to, like, figure things out, then you can start working towards resolving, like, your issues. And I learned that you can't really solve your problems through therapy, but you can learn how to, like, deal with them better.
It kind of teaches you how to deal with your, how to work through it yourself, kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
He's definitely been one of the people that I follow. I'm trying to think of, like, other people. I definitely, like, dive deep into, like, morbid content sometimes.
Yeah. Talking like the dark web. You talking about?
Have you ever heard of Twelfth?
No.
Oh, no. Really? He's like he's pretty young. He's like a young YouTuber.
He's pretty young. He's young. He's so young. I had to say young twice.
He's young.
He'll do a lot of, like, maybe, like, top 10 most disturbing animations or anime, or, like,
Is that who you learned about School Days from?
No, I actually learned about that, like, way back when I was like a kid, basically. Trying to think of, like, he does a lot of, like, morbid stuff and, like, iceberg videos and stuff like that too.
Like the super deep dives.
Yeah,
those are good. I like those.
There's a lot of, like, niche subjects that I wouldn't even know about, like the top 10 most, like, disturbing, like, films, and he'll go into, like, stuff that, like he'll talk about, like, the popular ones, and there's the really obscure ones.
I love when stuff do that. Yeah, when they go like underground stuff.
Yeah, because I'm too much of a chicken to, like, watch it myself. But he actually watches it, and sometimes he'll put clips from it, and he'll, like, censor things out, or
you're just
like,
oh my god.
Well, it's also you have to censor it because of YouTube.
Yeah,
don't want to lose that
it's
channel.
like, if you want to watch the full thing, it's on my Patreon or whatever.
Right.
It's
That's
just
what
like,
they always do.
I don't think I want to, like, go into
like, I don't
and, like,
wanna
watch it
know.
myself. I'm trying. Just so many, but we can talk about the YouTubers that you watch, and then
So most of my stuff is, like, video games, like deep dives, or, like, retrospectives, or, like
retrospectives. Those are good
I love
too.
those.
What is that? Because I'm not aware.
It's like they
it's-
summarize, like, say, like, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
summarize, like, the whole timeline of what happened in that game. So
Or
it's like
sometimes
a
they'll go,
deep
like,
dive
into the
of
making
it.
of it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
a super
interesting.
deep dive into it. So,
Yeah.
like, this one channel I watch is, like, Thorgy Arcade. He goes into, like, fighting games.
Okay.
So it's like this whole, like, hours-long Street Fighter retrospective. You just got these,
Mm-hmm.
like, random facts about Street Fighter. That's my thing. I also like
Okay.
art channels,
Of course.
like Spilled Ink. That's a really funny one. That's a recent one.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's mostly my thing.
Like
Art and
recent,
games.
you just discovered them, or recent? Their channel just started recently.
Just started recently.
Oh,
That's like a
wow.
recent art channel.
So it's like a couple hundreds or
It's
couple thousands.
you know Imrichu and like Ditus.
Yeah.
It's them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're just like
Okay.
drawing live.
Oh,
It's a really
sick.
funny channel.
That's it.
Yeah.
Titus is hilarious.
Yeah, it cracks me up.
So you discover them through YouTube rather than, like, Twitch or something? Because Twitch, like, there's more of a live stream kind of component.
Yeah, I actually don't watch Twitch all that much.
Okay.
The one I watch is CDog VA. That's what you should watch on Twitch.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, speaking of, like, I guess they're not YouTubers, but me and Jason definitely not recent, like maybe the past 2 or 3 months, we've been getting into, like, episodes of Kitchen Nightmares.
Oh, really?
That's on
Yeah.
YouTube. Just because
Because Gordon Ramsay has a channel.
you
I
can't,
don't know
like,
what it's called though. Is it just called Kitchen Nightmares? It's called just Kitchen Nightmares, right?
yeah, Kitchen Nightmares. It's just like they're really good at their marketing game in terms of like hooking you
getting
into
good clips.
like clicking.
Well, it's also they post the full episode on the
Yeah.
YouTube channel, so it's like really convenient.
Oh,
but
wow.
the titles are very like, I want to watch that because
Yeah.
it's like intriguing to me. But I'm surprised at how like dirty like some restaurants can be. And
Yeah,
just,
for
like,
real. You
they
look at
just-
that and you're like, what?
That's why you have to have the 4-star above rule. You know, so you have to deal
That's why
with
you
that.
need that.
Sometimes 4.0 is like bad. 'Cause, it means they have like 4 out of 5 days. They like maybe one is like
Once
pretty
they're off
bad.
day.
Yeah, so just like Monday through Friday.
That's how you should view it.
Yeah, so it's,
That's how ratings work.
that's why I know that's not like how things work, but it's just like when you think about things like in terms of like averages,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
know what you mean.
4 out of 5 customers don't have a good experience. Well, out of the ones that do rate,
Yeah.
so like there is
Like
kind of like
20%
a bias
that
there.
didn't enjoy it or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you have like hundreds or thousands of people reviewing it, like
You get 4 stars, that's like that's good.
It's really a pretty big sample size
Yeah.
for like hundreds to thousands of people.
It's hard to maintain that with like
Yeah.
a super big like review
Yeah.
group.
Right.
Yeah, it's a good thing it's just food. Like if it was like you had a 4 out of 5 chance of living, then you wouldn't be very like you wouldn't be optimistic at all.
80%
It's like a 4 out of 5
That's pretty
chance.
good. 80%. I mean, obviously, it could be like 10 or
10.
5.
It could be
Yeah.
worse, but I would still be pretty worried. Like, or
Figure
like, let's say you go for
1%.
like LASIK eye surgery, and they're like, yeah, it's an 80% chance that you won't go blind. It's not a risk I'm willing to take.
What you need it to be.
Got
Like
get the
yeah,
orange.
yeah.
Right now, it's just like
man.
99.9999999.
So you need like a guaranteed success.
Because I'm a pretty unlucky person, like just like how I am, and then
He lives up to that.
yeah, I'm gonna be
the
that
moniker
like,
of the bad luck.
bad luck Bryan.
Yeah.
That was Bryan.
dude.
I don't know that was a thing.
That's
You've
really
never heard of
big.
it?
Yeah, that's really
No.
big.
Like the memes, like it's like a guy in like a Catholic school or whatever, and he dressed up like in his I don't know if it's like
Uniform or whatever.
uniform or like suit or whatever.
Yeah.
And he has they call him Bad Luck Bryan because he looks unfortunate.
And there was actually they just started doing insurance commercials when he's in it.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's State
How old is
Farm.
he now? He's probably like old.
No, he's probably like in his like 30s or
Yeah,
something
like
that, or
older,
maybe
yeah.
40s. But the way he looked,
So he just looks like he has bad luck, or like he actually have like bad things happen to him?
well,
or?
not when he had bad luck.
The
The
advertising, he
picture
had
that
bad
like
stuff
went
happening.
viral was like a pre-glow up kind of like picture.
Oh, okay.
Like he's still like a brace face. He has like really like bad like I don't know if it's
Here,
acne or
I'll
just
show
whatever,
you.
but
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy.
Yeah, it was really big. It was really big in like 2010s. Or
Okay.
so.
yeah, there would always be like a hook and then like a
Let's
like
see.
sinker. Like they would make jokes based off of like his looks basically.
Yeah, that's like the bad luck.
Oh,
Bryan.
okay. I've seen him before. Okay, I didn't
Yeah.
know that was his call.
Show him a meme,
Yeah,
like
I've seen this
a
before.
Okay.
because I've seen ones where they're like, oh yeah, he shit his pants or whatever.
Yeah,
don't know,
I
like-
never knew that's what it was called. Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Takes
Yeah,
driving
I've
test.
seen-
Gets first DUI.
I've seen these.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, I had
You
no
just
idea
didn't
what
know it's called Bad
Yeah,
Luck Bryan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that one. Dang, 2010.
Oh, this
so.
one didn't say anything. Let's see.
Oh, that's lame.
All right, let's do the last one. I don't even know. Dies and is reincarnated as to be allergic to pollen. It's just
Old
like
memes.
super unfortunate events.
Yeah, just
that
random
occurred.
bad luck.
Yeah. They're pretty dumb, but like
It's
when
just-
we were kids, it
I
was
was
just,
saying,
like,
this
the
is
funniest
old
thing
memes.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This early internet. Do you guys remember the first YouTube video you ever seen?
Nigga higga, for
Yeah,
sure.
I used to watch them all too.
Like all those how to be a ninja, how to be
I
whatever.
remember those,
I remember
yeah.
all those.
Yeah. One time, I remembered like some core memories that like came up.
Yeah.
I mean, like one of the first videos I've seen when I was a kid was reactions to people playing the Scary Maze game. Because I remember
Never
people
heard
would.
about that one.
You've never seen people play the Scary Maze game?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't sound familiar.
It's the one where you're like a small little dot and you have to go through like a maze, and if you touch the
Oh,
wall,
that one, and the scary face shows up.
yeah,
Yes,
the
okay,
girl from
yeah,
Exorcist.
yeah,
Because I would watch those videos for
Yeah.
fun. And one time I scared my mom; she fell out of her chair. Yeah,
She's like, what is this?
yeah. Because like before the internet, that was like not like people didn't really think about like scary pop-up videos or whatever. But yeah, during like the dark days of like YouTube, like this is like
dark days.
pre like
Those were good.
yeah. Because I remember like there were like videos where you have to be at least 18 to like watch them because they were more kind of like the
They still have that now.
adult
They do.
content. But before like it would be kind of like pictures of like sexy anime girls or whatever, and I was like a kid and I was just like watching the
like, "Oh,
video. I'm
what's
like,
this?"
oh, that's so like I was just kind of like fascinated, and I was like looking closer at the screen and the scary pop up, and then I damn near had a heart attack, and I screamed.
Did you
a little
almost
bit.
fall off the chair too?
But then like someone like came down to the basement to check up on me, and I like
Yeah.
I went there to like close the video, and I'm like, no, everything's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Rooster Teeth. I started
Oh, yeah.
watching them. I heard like they just
shut
retired.
down. Yeah, it's kind of
because they got bought out by someone.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who's Rooster Teeth?
They were like I watched them for like game reviews and stuff
They
like
did.
that.
They did a
And
lot of
also did-
podcasts.
yeah.
They had animated series like Red versus Blue, and Ruby.
I heard that one blew up a lot.
Yeah, I think that's how they got big. I'm not sure though. That's what I knew them for.
Yeah,
It's kind of wild. I think they're gone.
yeah,
Like 20 something years, I think.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
early 2000s for sure. Yeah.
Were you guys into like Smosh back in the day?
Yeah, it was too.
Okay. I think one of them is still going, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because I saw like
Who's
the
Smosh or what's Smosh?
oh, it's like a
Is that a YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's like a
name?
comedy
Okay.
YouTube channel.
Okay, and I've never heard
yeah.
of it.
I used to watch them a lot in like early YouTube.
They do like comedy skits. Like
Yeah.
I remember one of the episodes where they basically recreated like the Super Mario Bros or whatever.
Yeah.
And, like it's there's a lot of like pretty good like video editing like for their time as well.
They did like fake game trailers, didn't they? Like the
Yeah.
honest game trailers
Yeah.
with the guy with the really dramatic voice. Like
Yeah.
this trailer's rated H for honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that was him.
I thought that was Smosh too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I
I've seen
remember them
those
doing
ones.
something like that,
They're
but
like a part of Smosh.
there were a lot of people doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I remember watching those videos.
Yeah, I
I,
used to watch those a
just-
lot.
I don't know if that was that
I
channel.
thought they were part of Smosh.
Remember Fred?
Yeah. He had
Whatever.
a whole movie, and you just seemed like the guy was just on helium.
He was on
the
like
whole
Yeah.
time.
he was on iCarly and everything
Yeah.
like that too.
What happened to him?
It was like, and then he had a
He
movie. Like,
died.
I was saying, oh.
wow, that
No,
got
he's alive.
extreme. They had like a movie where it was like Fred goes to camp or something like that. I watched it. It was really good. It was a
Yeah.
really good movie.
Yeah.
It's on Nickelodeon, I think.
Yeah, it's on Nickelodeon. Yeah, because that's why they collaborated with iCarly because
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
they were on Nickelodeon too. So, yeah, dang Fred.
Dang.
I remember definitely like Nigahiga.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the How to Be Ninja, How to Be what were
There's
the
just
other
a
ones
lot of-
again? How to
yeah,
Be
like-
Gangsta.
How to be
How to
gangsta.
This was like content that's like cancelable like now.
Yeah,
But
but
like
He was
yeah.
doing it 20 years ago.
this is like early YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Early
Didn't they
internet.
throw N bombs before? Or maybe it
wouldn't
was
be-
just in the songs or whatever.
I wouldn't be surprised, but
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think just like the songs that they used, because the reason why the videos got taken down was because of the music.
Okay, copyright.
Copyright, yeah. Because
that
of like
probably
the
wasn't
new
a
rules
thing.
and
Yeah,
everything.
that definitely wasn't because you had
Yeah.
like anime uploaded. That was
Yeah.
just like part 1 of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like AMVs where you just play the full song or whatever.
Oh, that's how I learned about Linkin Park from Naruto AMVs.
Yeah. Because you couldn't get monetized for anything back then.
I don't think so.
No, there was
Yeah.
no monetization back
It
then.
was just a website you can upload stuff on.
Which
Yeah.
I think it was better that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other content I used to watch.
But why would it be
There's, like,
better to
the-
not have monetization?
I was-
Because people are committing that as like their full time job.
That's like a
doing it.
career choice now.
Yeah.
When back then it was just kind of this thing to do for fun.
for fun. Yeah.
I just feel like there's more like genuine content. Like you're not trying to like cater to like certain people
So like
because that's your
less
living.
kinda like fake content now, or less like
It's better to just work your normal job and then do YouTube on the side or something like that.
So you feel like it's more like creative and more like artistic kind of.
Yeah.
and
Well,
less
all of it.
Whereas like
is.
now, like if you don't get a certain amount of like views or likes, then you're not gonna do well. But then you kind of have to like sell out basically. So that's my reason.
Kind of. Okay, I kind of get what you're saying. Kind of have to try to appeal to the algorithm, so you
Yeah.
can't really make what you want to make.
Yeah.
Well, you can.
Yeah.
For sure. You just have to have like those things like clickbait titles. Oh, I almost died
Yeah.
for the 10th time or some crazy
This
stuff
crazy
like that.
thumbnail with the
Yeah.
face, like
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's so much of like a worldwide. YouTube is more of like a worldwide thing now.
yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
It's huge for sure, but I think it's still dominated by the West. Like
Yeah,
here.
definitely is.
Yeah. What other videos did I used to watch? Like a Try Not to Laugh compilation.
I remember
I guess
those.
those are not YouTubers, but
Just the videos
Yeah.
of the concept of that.
Yeah.
yeah. There was a lot more like anonymous YouTubers that just posted random content. You could just find gems like here and there.
I remember all the like random animations. I used to like watch a lot of Maple Story fan animations.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Maple Story.
Did you actually play it?
Maybe not long.
Okay.
Maybe like a couple days.
I was in it for a while.
I really
Is that a simulator or something?
It's like a MMO, one of those big, massive RPG games.
Gotcha.
Used to play it a lot. It was huge, like early internet.
Gotcha.
I don't know if it's it's still going on now. I don't know if it's big.
Yeah, it sounds like something like Harvest Moon or something
Yeah.
like that. That's what I hear.
Maple
Maple
Story.
Story. Yeah, like it
It's
sounds
just kind of like cutesy
farming,
chibi RPG side scroller.
Bro, I used to spend too much time watching like Club Penguin videos on YouTube. like
used to
them trying to
play
like
it.
tip the iceberg, and I thought it was real. Like they would just like edit it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I remember that, like I would go to the iceberg and everyone would be trying to drill. It's like now like looking in retrospect, it's like
Just
that shit was fake.
Fake
Yeah,
gaming
it's
rumors.
fake.
Do you remember any fake rumors you fell for video games back in the early internet?
Not a video game, but like also like an online game.
Yeah.
But I remember like the Webkin scandal. You remember that one?
Wait, no. What? I remember Webkins. That's why.
So like I remember like the game Webkins, but then there's like a there was like a rumor going around, like I don't know if it's like a creepypasta or just like a rumor, but
Yeah.
someone said like someone like hacked Webkins and like changed the coding so that they were able to make it so that if you go into one room, one of the Webkins will like brutally murder you and there's like blood everywhere.
What?
And then they got patched like an hour later. And then
insane.
everyone's been trying to find like videos of like maybe people
Yeah.
screen recording that thing. But then there's a lot of like fake videos out there that people kind of created.
Yeah.
But yeah,
remember
it's
for,
pretty brutal. But
Fake rumors. I remember there was one for Smash Bros. Melee.
Oh god.
I think it's like you can unlock Sonic, but it was like beat classic mode on super hard difficulty. Don't get hit. Don't lose a life. And I kept trying to do it.
yeah,
It's like, I gotta get Sonic.
yeah,
That was a big one I fell for.
yeah. But now people could just kind of like take the game apart and like look into the code and
Yeah.
be like, okay, there's no Sonic, so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna waste my
exactly.
time.
There's just big modding scenes now. Or,
Yeah.
But back then there was no one's like doing videos of like, oh, he's not in the game or he's not there. This doesn't work.
Reddit
Yeah.
probably wasn't a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, that's
cool.
like an impossible challenge to
Yeah,
do.
it was like something stupid. I used to follow up all the time. And there was some for like Pokemon. It's like, oh, here's Mew. If you go to this truck right here at this angle, you can get
at this
Mew.
time of day.
Yeah.
At this.
There are a lot of Pokemon ones.
Jeez.
So for like new content, well, actually maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I really got caught up in kind of like the diet culture, like fitness stuff, like
Yeah.
back when that was like a really big thing for me. And one of the YouTubers that I started to follow was Nikocado Avocado.
Oh no!
It's the exact opposite
Yeah, I
of
was
all
saying,
that.
you see
Because
him
I
body
wanted
him
to
at
like
the
watch
opposite.
content like it's like if I watch him, then like it makes
I
me
don't feel bad.
no, it makes me want
Because I
to
could
like,
be this.
At least I'm
yeah,
not
exactly.
this.
So, and if you guys aren't like familiar with him, I'd be surprised. But
Yeah, I wasn't familiar of him until you showed me.
Oh,
He
really?
was, yeah.
yeah,
Because I don't watch
That's like-
people eat stuff.
yeah.
I don't like.
So he
muffins.
doesn't
Yeah.
eat avocados, contrary to well,
See,
you
that's
would
why they don't get
assume,
along.
so.
He likes avocado.
I love
He's your-
avocados.
he's your
Yeah.
enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what's it called? The thumbnails are like very like intriguing. Like you want to click on it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a 400-pound man, just like he does mukbang videos and like,
course.
so a table bigger than this, and it's just full of like Raising Canes, and they'll have like a giant like,
Gallon of sauce.
yeah, you know the sauce like in the middle, and
They're just dunking. Their
you're
freaking
dunking the
tenders in
whole
there.
tenders in there, and just like
That's too much.
yeah, and he like eats as gross as possible for like the
views, the
yeah,
clicks.
Yeah.
the clicks, the memes.
And then there's also like
whatnot.
talking about people that eat. There's like those professional like eaters and drinkers. There's
Yeah.
like Badlands. He's a professional drinker.
Yeah.
He's like a huge guy, of course, and he like does challenges where you like. I know they have this thing on. I think it's. Is it 4th of July or Labor Day? One of these like
Yeah.
major holidays we have, and they have like the. A hot dog eating contest, and they have like a gallon of lemonade or whatever.
Jesus.
This man like downs it in like 10 seconds,
What
bro.
the- How do you even do that?
Is he a skinny dude or what?
No, he's huge.
He has to be if he's doing that.
You guys ever watch like Matt Stoney?
No, was
No,
that?
I don't know who
Like
that
a
is.
skinny small dude, and he's a competitive eater.
Skinny?
How about, have you heard Johnny or Joey Chestnut?
I've heard of him, but
Yeah,
I haven't
he's like the
really
guy
looked
that-
into him.
Is like the 10 or 13 time like hot dog eater
Jeez.
challenge or whatever, and like he usually has like 70 to 80 hot dogs in 10 minutes, bro.
Jesus Christ.
And,
Why,
like,
is hot dog eating like a competition? Like
I guess they're just convenient. I don't know.
it's cheap, I guess, but it's
That's
just like
what-
hot dogs. Like I get so tired of it. It's just
and then like they're dunking the buns in the water in order for it to like.
That sounds
obviously
so gross.
moisten,
Ugh.
and then they eat that, and like they're jumping because like when you jump, it helps with your digestion.
Yeah.
So like they jump when they're eating in order to help with that stuff. So
I
but
don't
you're like,
get it. I
it's
couldn't
not
do
even
it.
enjoyable anymore.
That's when you're
It's
not even
just
enjoying
like
the food. You're just making yourself sick at that point.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Do you get a lot of money for this, or like do you get sponsorships for being like?
oh, without doubt, you get sponsorship. He has a YouTube channel too, so he does like those things like eat 10 pounds of ground beef or whatever,
Jesus.
and it's for free or whatever, and he does
Yeah.
like he does shit like that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's. I mean, you're a professional
That's
eater
a
for a
lot.
reason,
Yeah,
but
for
man,
real.
it's making me feel uncomfortable.
I like just watching that, just like, bro, how?
Where does it go?
Where's it going? Yeah, black hole in your stomach.
This is America.
American portion sizes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you can make this like an Olympic sport somehow. I mean,
Probably
it involves
could.
your body and yeah, like train your neck muscles so you can swallow faster.
How do you train for that? Just I don't know if that's how it works.
I think people like train their necks for like boxing, so that like if you have a really stiff neck like Canelo,
Yeah.
and you punch him in the face, his face doesn't even move, or his neck doesn't even turn. It just like he just punches it and it stops there.
Stonewalled.
Oh, I guess you
So
could train your
crazy,
neck
so.
because there's a muscle that to turn your neck.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you would train it though. Like, what
Dude,
they
there was
do?
this one guy.
There are neck workouts like
It's like his name like Thick Neck or something. Like his neck is like huge, bro. Let me show you a picture, bro.
Like,
That's crazy.
How do you work out your neck?
It's massive, dude. I'm like, what the heck? How is
there's
that
one where like you know like the tricep sorry, the tricep thing where you
Like pull
push
a
it
rope
down.
down?
Yeah,
you
even-
push it down,
but
yeah.
you hold it like this, and then you like go.
Bro, look at
down
this
like
guy's
that.
neck.
Oh, I've seen this guy before. I
Yeah.
remember this
Oh,
meme.
the mean guy. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that meme. This would look
It's funny as
natural.
hell.
But he's a real person. It's
It's like somebody's
crazy.
custom character.
Because I watch like a lot of chiropractic videos, like people getting adjusted, and like it's satisfying, like ASMR people like getting
Yeah.
cracked. And one of the guys I watched like cracked him, and I'm like, bro,
It's
that's
just like,
crazy.
whoa, how can you even crack that?
Where
Yeah.
did
It's
he
a whole
begin?
tree trunk for a neck.
For that.
Maybe you should be a boxer.
This man would not move at all.
You know, like the world's strongest man. I forgot his name.
No, what about him?
I've seen videos because he's a YouTuber now. That
Oh,
he's
really?
I
not
think I know what
really-
you're talking about.
He's not really doing like the powerlifting
Powerlifting.
as much.
Yeah.
But he does a lot of like vlogging where like he goes into Planet Fitness and he just fucking like just easily just
Maxes out the machines.
yeah. It's I like I think his name is Bryan as well.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah.
Guys.
I can't think of his name, but I like those kind of videos. Or I'm trying to think of like other stuff.
I love people when they go into Planet Fitness and like they just do all like the things to get them PO'd there. Just get off the lunk alarm, take off their shirt, you know, or just be a medicine.
Record at the gym. Someone walks in front of your video. You go, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
Starting drama there. Do you guys like YouTube Shorts?
Sometimes. It
Sometimes.
depends
It
on what it is.
depends.
Yeah.
I don't really
Those
watch
are-
them, to be honest.
Oh, really? I can't really avoid them. It's like right there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're just scrolling. like,
Especially
every
now
other
with their
row.
new update, I feel they're like
they push
having
them a lot
shorts on the top. They're not even having recommended videos.
wow.
They're having shorts on the top.
They really went to those short form
Yeah.
videos.
They're really trying to beat out TikTok, which is probably not going to happen though.
Unless that ban goes through.
Yeah. Even like Facebook has shorts now too. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone wants short form video content.
Yeah.
Because everyone's attention span is
Yeah,
getting worse.
we're
We're
talking
just
about
getting
that, yeah.
dumber and dumber.
We are, for real though.
Brain rot, which
just
we also
bra-
talked about.
And constant brain rot.
Yeah. I can't imagine like the next generation because they're going to have
No attention span
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Yeah, it's gonna be none at all. Like, will they still have movies? Movies gonna be like 10 seconds long.
It might be too long for them.
everything is instant. Like Amazon will deliver to you. You can order out food and stuff like that. Like we're just gonna have like a
Now,
lazy
now.
generation.
You know, they have AI to do stuff for them.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy.
Kind of weird to think about. Yeah, you just have an
People
AI
are
write
just
your
having
essay.
AI make the essay for you.
Yeah, it's be interesting to see how that
ChatGPT.
generation turns out. If we have
Yeah.
self-driving cars at some point, they won't
I
know
mean,
how
they
to
already
drive.
do.
I mean, once they get like more,
More,
widespread, yeah. They won't be able
Yeah.
to drive. They won't be able to write.
Yeah.
They gotta watch short
Everything's so
videos.
automated, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, AI, like you could tell AI to like probably make an anime or something. Like with
Yeah.
like these characters and like these kind of personalities and see what
Eventually.
you can do. Because I think you could make it write prompts or like books or whatever,
Yeah,
like
you could do
short
that.
stories or whatever. But then just like thinking about like the potential going on from
For
there.
video.
Yeah, and people are gonna do it for like illegal shit too, and people are already are.
Yeah,
anyone
deep
doubt
fakes
it.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or sampling someone's voice.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen those sampling ones where like they have like Joe Biden, Donald
Yeah.
Trump playing like Rocket League or something
All right,
like
don't-
that, and Obama's in it. I'm like, what is going on? But it's pretty freaking funny.
It sounds like them. Like I get a little off, but like
It's still pretty.
the average person can't tell. That's pretty funny though.
Those are so
It's
funny.
fucked up when you think about it, but like it's funny.
It's funny.
I like the AI song covers where they'll have a different artist and they'll just replace like the regular artist's voice with the new one.
Yeah.
And like it's best to use voices that are like similar in pitch and like timbre. But I've seen one where like Kanye and Drake sing or like they rap WAP.
Oh really? Yeah. I heard that
And like
one.
Drake's part comes on, you're just like sus.
It's like, huh.
Yeah, he's already sus, but like this is even more sus now.
Especially right now.
Yeah,
That drama going on.
yeah, for sure. Are you following that?
Drake and
The
Kendrick.
beef? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've been following. Have you?
Isn't it like done?
I think so. No one made new songs.
Oh, I haven't
He had one
followed
with
it.
what J. Cole too, right? Kendrick.
J. Cole had a diss track about Kendrick, and then he
Yeah.
like took it back and said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this." This is
Yeah.
the, like lamest thing I ever
Oh,
did. Yeah,
okay.
he deleted it. It's
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But it's, I mean, it's on the internet somewhere.
it was a pretty tame diss track. I listened to it.
Oh, okay. Damn, why is everyone so sensitive? Like
Well,
back
I
then,
think-
everyone just kind of like,
I think J. Cole realized that the beef between Drake
Drake.
and Kendrick was a lot deeper.
oh, he's like, I'm just gonna let him do his thing.
Because
so-
I guess it's like a long time thing going on. Because you listen to the songs, you're like, oh, these people hate each other.
yeah. But do you think he kind of like pulled back because maybe there's something that he's hiding and he's afraid that it's gonna be exposed?
I don't know. He seemed like he was pretty clean, but you never know what people.
You never know.
I also
bro.
heard Drake had a beef with XXX Tentacion, and he's like the person that had him like get killed. I was
Oh,
like,
really? I
Yeah.
haven't heard that
Oh,
one.
I was like,
crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, oh wow, and like there's like references in his like songs that could be like,
Yeah.
you don't know obviously the meaning,
Yeah.
but it could be like taken that way
Yeah,
of
I
what
hear that
happened.
one.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, because X had a lot going for him. I like
Yeah,
got put on his music. I was like, oh yeah,
He was
I
good.
respect it. Yeah, so fortunate
Yeah.
to sing a lot of those young up and coming rappers. Yeah.
Like
Gone
King
too
Von.
soon. Yeah, him
Yeah.
and who is it? Another Chicago rapper. The
Another
Lucid
one?
Dreams guy. What's his name? I can't think of it.
Oh,
Juice World.
yeah, Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't forget about Juice World.
Yeah. Yeah, him. But yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Early 20s, you know, or late teens.
Yeah,
Sheesh.
very young.
Yeah. Pretty sure he went to high school with one of my friends.
Oh, really?
Like they
Yeah.
graduated the same class. Like nobody
sick.
really. Well, everyone knew that he like produced music and wrote on the side or whatever, but they didn't know that he was like ever gonna make it big.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never have
And,
any idea.
Yeah, because I'm kind of following one of my friends, and she like the day that he died, she posted like a text conversation between them, from like back in what was like 2016, 2017.
Oh, wow.
And like he was telling her like, oh, I'm kind of like self-conscious about releasing the song, and she's just like, no, like it's amazing, like just trust in the process, just like
Yeah,
release it. And then he like blew up,
yeah,
and you
Nice.
just kind of like never know. So
That's why you just
crazy.
gotta sometimes just do it.
yeah. For real, just gotta.
Because instead
the
of, I'd
risk.
rather do it and regret it than to have the potential of being something
Yeah,
than
definitely.
not doing it and having the what if.
Yeah, that what if is what gets you.
Yeah, because like, oh, what
Yeah.
if I done this? What if I done this?
You
This
feel
would've-
much better
yeah.
if you even tried and failed. You still
Yeah.
feel like, oh, at least I did this. And now I can
Exactly.
take this, what I learned from this, and try
put it
again.
into something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like even if you fail, it feels bad in the moment, but then when you look, like think long term, like 10 years from now, like you'll look back at it and it's like it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So
But that's also how you learn best, though, is through failure.
Failure.
So
Yeah.
It's the best teacher.
yeah.
yeah, that's why we're starting a podcast. So
Hopefully, this is a success.
hopefully this is not too much of a failure, but like keeps getting on better. Well, it keeps getting better. Hopefully,
I mean, we'll get
We'll
better.
see,
The quality
so.
will get better. We'll get better mics and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So we'll just hopefully keep leveling up as we go. Our conversations will get better. We'll get better
keep
intros and
learning.
outros, you know?
Well, with said intro and said outro.
Right. And then obviously we'll have like awesome people as guests on too
Yeah.
to make the conversation that more cooler. So
Yeah. Another, I watch a lot of YouTubers that are like music production guys.
Yeah, I would figure.
Yeah, like during COVID, like so I've always done like music, like playing instruments, singing and stuff like that. And then during COVID, there's like really nothing to do, and I just kind of like got immersed in the whole world of like the content creation for like writing music, producing, mixing, like mastering and stuff like that. And after like 3 years, I finally got to like basically releasing like my first song. It was
snap.
kind of like the progress from the very beginning. But yeah, like, do you watch a lot of like content for like the stuff that you like to do?
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
like,
for
game
your
development stuff or art stuff.
Yeah.
Those are things I like love watching. Just like learning how things are made or learning like techniques to make something.
Yeah, because you can learn so much from YouTube now. Like,
Really?
you don't have to pay for a class anymore.
well, that's when people either go to or ask Google how to do something, it probably would show you a video on YouTube on how to do it.
Yeah, like
A lot of people are more
for,
visual as well, so it helps having that.
For like artistic stuff, you don't really need to go to school. You could just learn it on YouTube at this point.
Right.
Yeah. The only problem I have with YouTube is it's not necessarily like a curriculum. Like, you have a bunch of like different
yeah, it's
YouTubers
not,
on
like,
like different
organized,
topics.
yeah.
But you want to learn like everything, and you don't know what you need to know until you take like a class. But I'm sure there are like YouTube videos where you can learn even what to know if you want to be like
Yeah,
a
no,
master at
definitely.
something.
They have like a whole like outline for what you need to be like a musician or to be like a game developer.
They have like wiki hows on like
Yeah,
a
that
step
too.
by step, like for example, tying a tie. They have a step by step thing on like
They
what
have
you got to
little
do.
goofy
Yeah.
pictures. Yeah.
Right.
They have WikiHouse for like
Anything. really.
random shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like the weirdest thing I've seen on
I was trying to think
WikiHow.
of one too.
Because I even searched up like how to tie a tie. Because sometimes like I'll learn how to do it and then I forgot how to do it.
I mean, it's
and-
pretty
Because then you
complicated.
don't
You're
do
not
it.
used to
If you don't do it often, it makes sense. I had to relearn how to tie a tie. I'm like,
I
yeah,
did
it's
too.
been a while since
Yeah.
a couple years since I tied a tie.
Honestly, I forgot already. Now I think about it.
yeah. But even like trivial things like pumping like a bike tire, like
Yeah.
you'd be surprised that like I have like a manual pump or whatever, but if I didn't have WikiHow or like YouTube or whatever, I wouldn't know that you can like take it apart and like reverse everything so that it's compatible with a bike that you're using. So I would have probably just like tried to smash it apart and like see what
Just
happens.
mess up your bike.
Yeah. Like, I wonder how people did things before the internet. You just kind of like
It's just passed on knowledge.
you had to have way
Yeah.
more common sense.
Yeah.
And you just had to like kind of like everyone had to be a problem solver because there's no way to like figure things out. You had to do it on your own.
Or ask your parents or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have to have knowledge passed down to you.
Because a lot of like handy stuff, like maintaining a house, maintaining a car, like I don't know how to do that. So like I reference like
either.
Yeah.
my dad,
Call
for
up pops
example. Yeah, I'm
and
just
be
like,
like, how
oh,
to do
could
this.
you? How do I do this? Or
Yeah.
because a lot of that stuff, I'm like, I'm white collar, so I don't do any like I don't like getting my hands dirty into the
Yeah.
weeds of it. Also,
Yeah.
and a lot of people our age aren't even interested in that blue collar stuff. So that's
Yeah.
why I just like those common skills to learn of how to maintain a house,
Those
how to
wiki
maintain
hows
your
are
car.
saving us.
Yeah. So, or just our parents in general saving us.
Yeah.
Because my dad's very blue collar, and it
Yeah,
helps that.
very handsy guy.
Yeah, he's could help me with that stuff. So.
Yeah. I haven't changed a tire since I was like 13, 14-ish. But I don't remember how to do it at all.
I had to change
Yeah.
multiple tires, so
Oh,
I know
really?
how to
Oh,
do
really?
it. Yeah, I know how to do it.
I think I do it
so-
like once.
Wait, why did you have to change it so much? Like your car was breaking down a lot or what?
No, so one time I got a flat, and then actually like I fell asleep for like 5 seconds behind the wheel, and
Oh,
it
dang.
got a flat that way.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then apparently one of my tires was really low, which I don't know how, and then I got a flat then, so I had to change it. And it was in the middle of winter, which sucked, so I could not
Oh,
get a tire.
no.
But I also lucky we had those someone out like those road assistance cars. I forgot what they're
oh,
called.
like AAA.
Yeah, AAA was like
Yeah.
around. Luckily, I didn't call them, but like they're just like down the
Oh,
street.
yeah, I was
and like
lucky.
he's like,
Yeah.
oh, you need some help because like they saw me like struggling to take off the tire because he had to get a hammer to take off the tire because it was like on there because it was like winter. So
Mm.
like the hammer he had because it was like a rubber one, it
Yeah.
freaking broke.
No.
So he got another one, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not just going crazy. They couldn't take my tire off.
Yeah.
But then you have to like put on the axle, loosen up the wheels or the nuts on them, so like it's easier to take off once you like remove the tire. So, but it's very handy to know. Like the only thing I probably have to learn now is probably like jump starting a car. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh,
to
I don't
learn.
do that.
But this is probably taking your positives and negatives and putting them on the other car. But
Yeah.
it could be a lot more complicated than
So
that.
you had to change more tires than jump starting cars.
I've never had to jump start a car.
Me neither.
Really? Oh, I've
you
had to
have?
do it multiple times because
Oh,
I had a
really?
bad car before, and sometimes the electricity just doesn't work, or maybe like you leave the lights on or whatever, and like shit happens.
But also a thing with that, in the winter, you should. My dad says this, like you should, like when it's really cold, you should start your car so like you don't
Oh, yeah.
have like it igniting out and
That's
like
how my,
unable to
my
start
dad
it.
does too. He's like, yeah, start your car up before you go. Let it like run for.
Or even you're not,
minutes.
or even if you're not leaving. Like
Oh.
when we had COVID and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't leave the house, but I had to start my car even though, because the weather was so cold. You want your engine to start if it's like -10, negative
Yeah.
10, negative 20, 0. You know, you want to be sure it's like starting because when you need it, you don't want to have it just stall.
All right.
See, I had the problem even with my current car that I follow the advice of like starting your car once a day so that like the electricity is still working, but sometimes it just doesn't work. Like,
Oh, no.
like even if I do it the day before, it's like the next day, boom, it's not working. So it's like it's a really huge inconvenience to like have to ask a friend to like jumpstart,
Yeah.
help jumpstart my car. And actually that effed me over one time because the guy said like trust me, I know what I'm doing. He
Uh-oh.
put like the wrong positive, I think it was like positive to positive, negative to negative.
Yeah.
And then he like basically short circuited my car, and then I had to,
Oh,
like,
no.
it kind of like it broke, and I had to like have it repaired.
Yeah.
And,
Jeez.
like at least the battery had to be repaired. But like now because of that one incident, like I experienced more issues with like my car like struggling to start even if it's like warm outside.
Wow, that's crazy.
But that's why I
sucks.
bought like a self jump starter. So if
do you think
anything
it's
happens-
the battery though? Did you replace that? Because you should replace those every couple years as well.
No, it was a pretty new battery because my car
Hmm.
just got stolen and then got back and then they replaced everything and then yeah, no, it was hold on, if I remember correctly, it was a different car. So like the replacement car that my parents gave me.
Yeah.
I know I'm privileged. I have a replacement car, but I mean it was a 10-year-old. It's probably more than 10 years old now. It was like a Rav4. That replacement car, my friend tried to like help jumpstart because it's kind of old, and then he messed it up, and instead of being able to fix it with just like like a self jump starter, we damaged the battery completely.
More, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So
But those experiences are good.
You
though,
learn
to
from
help-
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
to learn.
yeah, but it's better to learn early than like if you have
Late.
like a wife and kids or whatever, and then you're like, crap, I can't get to work, and
Yeah.
it just
You got more at stake at that point.
Yeah.
the
sense.
ultimate solution would just be to find a remote job or something. Just be a YouTuber.
Just be a YouTuber.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
It all comes back to YouTube.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Who knows? YouTube might not be around for
That's
much longer. You
YouTubers
never
are,
know.
YouTubers are getting concerned about too. It's like,
Yeah.
it might not be feasible. Like
What's going to
5,
be the
10 years.
new like platform? Daily Motion? No. Yeah.
Dang, I remember
I
that
think-
website actually.
Yeah.
They died then.
They
They're still around.
They died.
They have
No,
episodes of
Daily
House
Motion
Kitchen
still
on there. Yeah.
Oh,
still
really?
exists. Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally the same as it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, they didn't update any of their.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
really?
still-
It's the same
Yeah.
thing.
Still kind of
Yeah.
ratchet.
Yeah.
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 But you could get away with posting whatever there because you
Oh,
can
yeah.
swear, you can do whatever. They don't care.
You got no rules.
I know like Odyssey is like another like video streaming service.
I never heard of that one.
Me neither.
Oh, because it started off with just like people would put like political videos on there where like they could be censored or whatever.
Mhm.
But then like now like I can find like full like boxing matches there, and they can't really do anything about the copyright.
Oh, really?
I don't know how they get away with it, but
Is it like in a different country? That's probably how.
I don't know. but,
Probably.
Probably hosted somewhere else.
yeah.
Because I know the big ones are like Twitch,
Yeah.
like all the alternatives, and then you have like what Kick, right, or
Yeah,
something
so
like
they're
that.
a big streaming one.
Yeah.
Is that the one owned by Amazon, or is that something else? I know there's one owned by Amazon. Like a streaming service.
No, I think Amazon has their own.
I know. I was like, I just
I don't know
remember
if
what
it's. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody uses it.
called. Yeah, but also like YouTubers that they get like sponsorships that
Yeah.
for them, and that's how they like get their content on those platforms to get the recognition. For that, like CDOG VA is like a Twitch like sponsorship.
Yeah.
So
It's some kind of contract with them.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the best way to go about it because if you have a contract, you're gonna get paid through the
Yeah, you're
contract
set.
regardless. Yeah, but if you don't, if you're a YouTube and you don't have any contracts, then
It's all on you,
Yeah, it's on
yeah.
you. The sponsorships and whatnot, they're like ad videos, or the videos you have with ads and the sponsorships, those
And
help. But,
Patreons and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Going back to YouTube again.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still YouTube though.
Yeah.
We were still talking about
Technically,
YouTube.
but we weren't talking about YouTubers. So I think I remember another YouTube channel that I still like frequently watch. But have you ever heard of Bionic Pig?
No. What do they do?
You watch like weird channels, man.
They get recommended to me. I'm not actively seeking them out.
Biotic Pig.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
Like he does. Well, he finds other obscure movies or like animations or whatever, and he like talks about them because like nobody like addresses them. And I remember like I think there was a movie that like caught my eye that like he reviewed.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them was called Loquisha. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Loquisha?
Yeah, apparently like it has
showed me this one.
really crappy ratings on like Rotten Tomatoes. But it's about like a guy who so he's the director and he's the main actor.
Oh, that's
and-
always a good mix.
Yeah. So basically, he's like a middle-aged white man that he's a bartender and he's known for giving people like really shitty advice. And then everyone's just like, "Wow, you're so amazing. You should just do this for a living." He's like, you know, I can't really control that. But then like eventually like he starts like seeing this one girl and she tells him, you should definitely go into what's it called? Not podcasting, but the one where radio hosting.
show,
Yeah. Should be a radio talk show host. And then he tries that out and then like he doesn't really get that much popularity because people are like, I don't want like someone like mansplaining here, like some white guy is just like showing his like white privilege. So then he gets the weird idea that it's like, if only I was a black woman, I feel like people would respect me more. So he's like, you know what? Maybe I should be I should like pose as a black woman. So he actually he makes a deal with like a radio show and tells them like, oh, you can't actually like be in the same room as me because I get a lot of anxiety when I'm around other people.
Yeah.
And then he hires like
up front.
he hires a sound guy, like a black dude that actually goes along with everything.
He's like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So like the first day that he's like doing the radio show, like he literally just talks in like a black like accent, like he talks black, and everyone's just like, oh, you give such good advice, like you're so amazing. The thing is that the guy is writing the script and he's making people basically like suck his D.
Yeah.
And like he continues that for a while, and he even during the radio show, like someone calls in before like they want to like jump off the bridge or whatever, and then like he actually, instead of telling them like don't jump off the bridge, he's like, yeah, go ahead and do it, see what happens. And like he does that, and the person is like, you know what, like that made me change my mind, like thank you, like you're basically Jesus. And like this guy's basically writing a script that, like I don't know, it makes him like look better than he actually is. But it comes off as like slightly racist.
Yeah, that sounds like
Slightly.
Because he doesn't say anything that's explicitly racist.
This is coasting along the line of racism.
Yeah. And I think one of like the climaxes of like the movie, I guess, spoiler alert, was well, he actually hires like a black lady to play like the visual representation of Loquisha, but she sounds nothing like Loquisha, and she's just kind of like fake. And there was one episode where the fake Loquisha kind of gets jealous and takes over for like Loquisha, and like everyone hates her advice. She's like, you're not even the same Loquisha anymore.
What?
And then something happens where like earlier in the movie he gives advice to this girl that like he knows in real life, and she's saying like, oh, I'm in love with this man, and he's like, as Loquisha, he's saying like, oh, you should like date him, you should like fuck him basically. And I guess they do it, and then like later near the end, he tells her like, oh, I've been Loquisha this whole time. And there's a bunch of drama, and they end up having like a sex scene, and then like
That's weird. Okay. Has drama, but
then the fake Loquisha goes to the real Loquisha and tells him like, you're a better black woman than I could ever be.
Okay,
and I'm just like,
that's
this is so
bad.
edgy. And it's a white guy like writing this plot too,
that's so
and it's just
bad.
like, yeah, you think it couldn't get worse, but it gets worse.
That
And
sounds awful.
yeah, from the same YouTube account, I learned about like a movie called Unicorn Wars, and you'd think it would be like a brony type of like film or whatever, but it's not. It's pretty morbid actually, but basically they want to show the atrocities of war without showing humans, because humans
I think I heard about this one.
Yeah, humans have like a bias. It's like like the Germans versus the whatever.
I've heard of this one.
Yeah,
Never seen it, though.
so this one, it's kind of like teddy bears versus unicorns, and really good animation. It's like a Spanish film, so you have to watch it in Spanish with like English subtitles.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like like there's basically an ongoing war between like the teddy bears and the unicorns, and they really talk about like how religion plays into it and like it deludes people into thinking like these people are the enemies and you're justified in like brutally murdering people because this is for God. And like that's kind of like the teddy bear side, and the unicorns are just kind of like they just want to like live in the forest, like the enchanted forest, and just be peaceful. But because the bears are kind of like they just want to kick them off their land because they think they're the chosen ones, the unicorns had to retaliate with even more brutal like violence, and like that was kind of like the lore. And then like the actual story is when they go through like a training camp, kind of like Attack on Titan, where it's just like it's like the worst like it's the worst regime, or I don't know like the word for it, but like it's the worst one in history, and they're like, yeah, we're kind of losing hope for them, so we're gonna send them on like a like I don't know how to say suicide, like an unaliving mission, I guess, like just throw them in the forest to like basically investigate, to like see what happened to the last brigade that never came back home. And it basically, all I'm gonna say is it's a really brutal movie with a lot of plot twists. And
Is it just one, or is there multiple?
it's just one.
Damn, it's a lot for one movie.
Yeah. They so like the animator, he wanted to like, it's a very cartoony kind of like animation, but some parts are very like realism, like, and like I'm not a big art person, but I really appreciate the art style in that film. So like they really touch on topics like unaliving, cannibalism, like just war, the politics of war, stuff like that, like even like childhood trauma, like mommy daddy issues, infidelity. Like they did this all in one movie, and
Man, want to tackle a lot.
Yeah, you'd see like the cover front and think like, oh, this is kind of like a really innocent little like cute cartoon, but it becomes like Happy Tree Friends. Like it's really bloody and gory and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. And yeah, that animator has a couple films. There's another one called Bird Boy, and that one was even more popular, less violent, but that one talks about they use like animals as well to show kind of like the downsides of like the whole like drug culture, and like it's a post-apocalyptic thing, like after like let's say like a World War III or something like that, the remnants of like after like the atomic bomb or whatever, and then it's just like the remaining survivors, and they're just trying to stay afloat in like their new world. And Bionic Pig like really finds content like that's like really obscure and like,
Okay, I like that,
brings
actually.
it up like
Just random obscure movies.
yeah.
Is it like all focused on the movies?
No, just like anything. Like
Anything?
I think he did like a top 10 like banned animations or something, or like
really?
Adult Swim,
Yeah.
like or like creepy Adult Swim clips or whatever, or top 10 like advertisements that like the scariest advertisements and stuff like that.
Scary advertisements, huh?
Yeah, no, you'd be surprised at how scary they can be. Like I know like what was the one scary pop up with like the scary car commercial or whatever.
What?
I have no idea what you're talking
It's like there's like kind of like a looping road or whatever, and there's a car going there, and it's just like it's like the song goes doo 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 doo, like I don't know if you remember that, but
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
so basically there's like a car that's driving, and it's like really peaceful. There's like you can hear birds or whatever, and the camera like shifts over, and like someone like jumps at you or whatever, and they actually play this as a real commercial for I don't know what it was, but it was in somewhere in Europe.
Has to be an old commercial, I would assume, isn't it?
Yeah, probably
say.
like in the 2000s.
Okay.
I think I've seen like top 10 videos of like footage scenes where like people like actually died on footage or whatever. Like you can't really,
yeah.
you can't really find it easily, but they don't really show on YouTube, but they'll describe it. Like, have you ever heard of the Brick incident?
The break incident? No.
Okay. Well, for that one, it was like I don't know if it was like CCTV, but it shows like a couple.
Those are really good. I love those CCTV.
Yeah,
TV
it shows
stuff.
like the couple in the front and the kids in the back, and like they're just driving somewhere in like Germany or whatever. Like they're right behind like a truck with bricks like strapped onto the car, and then like I guess the person who loaded the bricks didn't really like fasten it well enough.
Yeah.
And one of the bricks comes flying out and smashes through the window and hits the wife, and her head is just not there anymore. And then you can hear the husband just crying, and it's one of the saddest
So
like
sad.
videos. But those are the kind of videos I like to watch sometimes.
You
It's
like the messed up stuff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I remember even like though I guess like the most like messed up songs or like the most messed up lyrics.
So you
you've
just
ever heard.
love.
You just
Yeah.
you like a dark and morbid.
Yeah.
I just watched one video and like everything kind of gets recommended.
The rabbit hole
The
just
rabbit
doesn't
hole,
end.
yeah, you just dive in.
Yeah. Like I don't know if you know this song, but it's by Immortal Technique. I think it's called like Dance with the Devil or something like that.
I have
Or,
to hear it. I don't
No.
know by name.
Okay. Maybe I don't want to. I can't really talk
Oh, you
about
can't
it because of
sing
YouTube.
Google,
Yeah.
Well, you could like do like 5-10 seconds.
No, I can't. It's not good at all.
Oh, it's the song's just like super messed up.
Yeah, I can't really like because YouTube will probably like take it down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of like some of the videos that show up on my feed. Not so much now, but like I definitely went through a rabbit hole like maybe a couple years ago,
Yeah,
and I just remember it
morbid
because it's
stuff.
so like memorable.
No, I mean that stuff sticks with you, obviously.
Yeah, it's cool. Any other cool content that can like beat that?
No, I just watch
anything?
wholesome things or
Oh, okay. I watch wholesome things too. It just kind of balances it out. Yeah. Do you guys follow like your favorite music artists like journey through YouTube? Like behind the scenes videos of like certain artists?
No, I actually never thought about that.
I
Oh, really?
I
That's-
followed. Like, 'cause
sounds
I really got
interesting.
really big into BTS, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh, behind the scenes of BTS. So BTS and
the
BTS.
BTS of BTS,
Yeah.
but all their upbringings, so that, like I got in that rabbit hole of that because
Okay.
I found out about them because I heard about it, and then I was like, I F with it, you know.
Yeah.
So I like
interesting.
looked into
That's
more,
how it starts.
Yeah.
And you're like
and then it's like, oh damn,
a
these
fan
guys,
for life. You
Yeah,
turn into a
History.
stan.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. I never watched anyone's like upbringing on YouTube.
Oh, really? Yeah. Sometimes I watch like artists I like because I want to see like what they did to like kind of
Yeah.
get to
Just,
where
like,
they
their
are,
kinda
where
history.
they're at. I'm a huge fan of Keshi.
Oh,
so-
the one guy I was thinking of before they're famous. Have you heard of that
I heard of that
channel?
one, yeah.
I've never
I
heard of
forgot
that
the YouTube channel. I forgot what it's called, but it's like that's basically what you're saying. It's like I'd watch those all the time. It's like say like Ed Sheeran would like say like, oh, before they're famous, like he would summarize like, oh, he grew up in like
So-and-so
so
town,
yeah.
yeah.
Then he like he went to this so and so school. He knew so and so people.
Yeah.
He got discovered by this recording agency or whatever, and then that's how like so like go through his whole like life story and how he came to
Yeah.
be. So it's pretty neat. And he's like, this is all you need to know because this is before they're famous. But since didn't know that,
Yeah.
like now you know like everything after that because they're famous now. So it's like really cool idea. So like he tackles a lot of like people, celebrities for the most part,
Yeah.
athletes.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I forgot what it's called though, but it's like before they're famous. Is like
Yeah, I remember that.
That's
title.
probably what it's called.
At the channel.
I don't think so. I don't think it's
No?
called Before They're
Oh,
Famous,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's really cool seeing all that stuff. So maybe you can watch that guy because
Possibly,
yeah.
I
He
kind of
knows a
prefer
lot of
like
people.
I like watching like the documentaries that like the artists themselves put out because I feel like they have a lot of like during the recording process they're just like filming like
Yeah.
everything that's going on. I know like Keshi's been doing that as well, and like I just like hearing their stories because it's kind of like now you're getting people that are like it's not like a rags to riches kind of story, but it's definitely like
They're very
they weren't
human stories.
they weren't
Yeah.
really brought up like in music.
Yeah.
Like they kind of like they
Discovered it.
majored in something else, they studied something else, and they were working a full-time job while trying to do like music at the same time. And it feels like you can relate to them a little
Yeah,
bit more.
definitely.
Yeah. I know like Brockhampton, they even before they got famous, they're like, we know we're gonna get famous, so we should document everything. And
Dang.
they released
Confidence, man.
they
Shoot.
released 3 albums in 3 months. So like an album a month. Like
Yeah.
I think it's like 15 songs like
That's
per
insane,
album.
actually.
They were just like grinding like hard as hell. Like some of
Yeah.
them were working, some of them weren't, and they literally gave up their old like lifestyles, like living at home or living with friends, and they all moved to I believe they moved to Texas first, and they lived in the hood. Just because that's all they can afford,
Yeah,
like
it's
all
the
of them
cheapest
together,
places, yeah.
and they had like one room for like recording, one room for like mixing and mastering,
Dang,
one
they
room
were
for like
dedicated.
just writing and stuff like that. And you could see like them just They lived in like a bro house, kind of like what we had, but instead
It
of
was like a
just
frat house. So
Yeah.
basically.
they had like 15 people living in
no.
one house, and
Yeah.
some of them were like artistic guys that they can design like what they want the music videos to look like,
Yeah.
to plan out music videos. Because while they released these 3 albums, they also made music videos for everything, and they also they made skate videos, they made short films and stuff like that. They just had like a bunch of projects
They were very dedicated.
before they can even start touring. It's like you're investing a lot of money and a lot of time.
But sometimes that's what you gotta do. You
Yeah,
gotta
that's
like
what we
go
were saying
all
earlier.
in
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
order to like make your dream or like a reality.
And big risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good to do something when you're young because you have
Yeah.
the flexibility if it doesn't work out
There's
to
less at
recover.
stake.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but there's so much like lore behind them because basically one of their members, his name is Amir Vaughn. He got kicked out. So like basically they got popular after they signed onto RCA Records, and their future was like there's just so much potential. There were 15. I think there were 15 members, and they signed for 15 million, so like 1 million per person.
Yeah.
They were able to like tour and stuff, and they were doing that from like 2017 to 2018 or 2019 before COVID happened. And then they were gonna release like their new album, their first album since signing on to RCA, and they called it like Puppy. But then they finished like 80% of the album, and then one of the guys, Amir, had to be kicked out of the group because rumors were spreading that he had a really bad past life and he was abusing women. And the members had no idea. He was just like a friend. Like they all met online. They got together and like they became a group, and that caught them off guard, and they didn't want to be canceled. So they ended up kicking him out of the group, and he was one of the best rappers too. So the thing is, there's like a long lost album called Puppy. So like it was somewhere in somebody's files, and people have been like. They're able to like, I don't know if they were hacking like their computer or maybe reaching out to their producers or whatever. Or like when they release like snippets on Twitter, like there's a whole community based off of like finding those snippets and putting them together and trying to like put the puzzle pieces together to see what the album could have sounded like. Yeah. And
cool,
they ended up releasing like 3 or 4 more albums before disbanding as a group. And they actually went platinum on like their song Sugar and like the Ginger album like in general. But then like there's always they have like maybe 50 songs just lying around online, and I actually collected at least 25 to 30 of them. And they're better than the regular songs, which sucks. You can only find them on YouTube. It's not on like Spotify. There's like a Brockhampton like release tracker. I've definitely been like keeping up with that. But it's just kind of like it's almost like you're like finding pieces to the puzzle and putting them together to see what it really is. And then they released it earlier this year. Yeah. Of like what the album would have sounded like. And it was pretty accurate to like the fan made compilations that people released. But it was kind of like just all of the demos. Like nothing was like fully mixed or mastered or whatever. But I like watching their documentaries because you could kind of see like the behind the scenes with the drama and just kind of like the struggles that they had to go through, because I didn't know that they lived in the hood. I just assumed that they were brought up in music and they had all the connections or whatever, and like they knew somebody, but they really didn't. So it's really inspiring. Yeah. Went on like a tangent there.
No, tangents are good.
It's content, bro.
Yeah, because I'm not too familiar with their work, so I'm just like, I'll just listen.
I was listening to their whole history of this group I never even heard of. Because it's how YouTube is.
Right.
Just random videos popping up.
I don't know.
All right.
If you want to do the outro, it's
I
time.
think
But
with that time.
and if you want to talk more, we can too.
No, it's good to sign out now. You know, all right. So
Cool.
I'm your host, Dom, with the boys, Jason and Bryan, signing out.
Bye.
All right, bye, guys.
Peace.